Andreas Georgiou and MMA Plus here after a very successful Rise of Champions debut show. Brad Pickett, UFC fighter, promoter of Rise of Champions. First of all, Brad, I've got to ask you, after that all said and done, the crowd seemed happy. How happy were you with the show?
Well, it's like one of those ones I said before, like when you have your own house parties as a kid, you never really enjoy them as much as when you go to someone else's house party. You're like, oh, don't tread on that, don't pull down my mum's curtains and stuff like that. So I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I just sat down. But what I did see was some cracking fights, when I got a glimpse of them, there were some really good fights. So I'm very happy, and I've had a good feedback from the people I've spoken to. I don't know if they're just being nice, but yeah, I'll look back in the footage tomorrow in the week and obviously build from that. Obviously I want to do more shows and make each show better.
I mean, top to bottom, obviously we had the huge amateur undercard and we had a couple of nice professional bouts, to top the evening off. When we spoke on the World of Words podcast, you mentioned that dynamic is something that you wanted to keep. How well do you think that worked? Do you think they complemented each other well?
You answer that question.
I'm going to say yeah.
Well, yeah, there you go then. Yeah, so that was my plan. I always wanted to keep like an amateur undercard. This is what I mean. I want to build a platform for guys to grow. So that's what I'm basically doing. I want to have some good amateurs on the card, but then also like a little bit of a pro main event. Main card, I should say. And that was my angle in this card. And I thought it worked quite well tonight. So yeah, I'm definitely kicked it out.
Lots of gyms represented, but Team Titan seemed to come out of it, on the better half tonight. A lot of very good performances from the individuals, showing a lot of promise for the future of not only the gym, but a lot of individual fighters as well. Did you see that with Team Titan tonight?
Basically, I know a lot of the card was Team Titan, but I didn't want to be one of those shows where everyone from one side of the card is just going to smoke it and win. I wanted our guys into tough fights and it worked tonight. A lot of our guys did perform very well, but a lot of the guys got beat as well. So that, for me, I think that's successful matchmaking where your guys ain't just winning. There's some great guys, you have guys from Romford Shoot, MMA Clinic, coming here winning against our guys. So it wasn't the case that I'm not going to be one of those guys who just want to look after my own guys. And, they don't want easy fights, and I'm not going to give them easy fights either.
The matchmaking seemed, very well. Everything tonight seemed to come together. The venue was perfect. We had a rocking and electric crowd. That main event, Bill Beaumont going up against David Round. Beaumont absolutely dominant there, knocking out David Round. For a main event, for a pro main event, and for a finish like that for Bill Beaumont, what does that say now for him going forward?
Man, that was good. That was a big test for him. David Round is a tough competitor. He's had so many fights, so man, I don't know what to do with Bill now. He's knocked him out, quite convincingly. So definitely, I believe I feel like I get a much tougher opponent. I'm not saying David Round's not a tough opponent. I think we have another test, but I don't know. I'm mad. I don't know who's out there, so I'll have to get my thinking out on and come up to him.
I mean, when we spoke, you said you're looking at doing 2 Rise of Champions shows next year. After tonight, having the experiences, is that still the game plan?
The game plan is not really how this show really ran. It's also to do with I am still a professional fighter and that's my job. So my next show, I'm going to be looking to fight on the London card in the O2 in February. So Bournemouth fight then, and then after that, I look about ready my next event. So I'll be looking around about May sort of time, and then obviously, one after that about October sort of time. I don't want to churn these out like McDonald's, especially while I'm still a fighter. I want to do few and really well-run shows. That was my plan.
I mean, taking the promoter hat off now and putting the fighter hat back on, for you, UFC London, of course, in your sights, is there anything differently you've got to do now, switching from that promoter's kind of point of view to being a fighter again?
Yeah, I just got now, I need to switch on now. My mind's been a lot on this show, and that's why I can never run a show and still fight. A lot of people try that sort of stuff, but I like to focus on one thing, do it well, focus on something else, do it well, rather than cloud my mind with different things going on at the same time. So, boom, now this has happened. My next job is in November, December, get myself in good shape. Then going to go out to American Top Team in January and be ready for February.
Obviously, your last fight, Thomas Almeida, you did very well. You knocked him down twice, but you didn't come away with the win. Now moving forward, obviously, UFC London, it's a huge show. It's in your, it's your backyard. For you, Brad Pickett, what is there to prove on that show? Because everyone's always saying that Brad Pickett, he's still one of the best in the world.
that's it. I need to prove that not to everyone else, but to myself. I need to show that I can still compete at that level. I believe I can, and you know I'm getting older, but man, I love fighting, and I'm going to try and do this as long as I can. You know, until as long as my body enables me to. You know, and I think I have what it takes to still compete at the highest level. I just got caught in my last fight, and so from now on, I'm just going to move on and hopefully do the next fight. It'll be a different story.
I mean, UFC Dublin coming up, but London, it's been an absent market for the UFC the past year. They're coming back. It's going to be a huge show. For you, how much does it mean knowing that you're going to definitely be one of the spotlight fights on that card?
I mean, yeah. I don't know yet. It's still quite far away. I don't know 100% if I'm going to be on that card or injured or whatever. The work will go.
We hope that.
Yeah. So. I'm just looking forward to getting back into the cage and getting back on that horse, and I'm hungry to get back into the winning column, 100%. And I just had a kid now, a kid a few weeks ago. It makes me look at life in a different way a little bit, in a positive way, So it always gives me a new lease of life. I'm a bit hungry, and I want to do this for my kid, So yeah, it's give me a little boost.
I mean, we talked about parenthood on the Waterwords podcast. All these amateur fighters tonight, and one thing you've always said is that you want to help grow the next level of these top stars from the UK and around the world. Having this perspective now, you're kind of looking at it from a dad and as a coach as well, helping all these fighters grow. What is, for you, how important is it, to leave a legacy, not only in the cage as a fantastic fighter, you are Brad Pickett, but as well as someone that has helped pave the way for so many fighters to be out there?
It's very, very important. Like I say, I've been in the game for a long time now, and so I've got a lot of experience, and I love to pass that knowledge down and help people out. When I first started fighting, it wasn't a legitimate career path for young athletes. You just did it on the side to earn a bit of money, and it was good. Now there's actually a legitimate career path for these young athletes to go on and earn a career and earn life-changing money. So I'd like to be a part of that and help nurture young talent in the right direction to go on. So my shows are going to be about young athletes rather than big roided tattoo dudes. It's going to be all about young athletes.
Well, Brad, I want to say big congratulations on the show and really hope to see you in UFC London.
Appreciate it. Thank you.